Guess what? There's a new No Prep series starting this year. It's called the World Series of No Prep. It's a point series, but somebody will be crowned king at the end. It is designed to find out who is the baddest motherfucker in No Prep. This series does not endorse the sissy mentality. This series is to prove without bias, with as few restrictions as possible, to find out who is the baddest of the baddest. Do you have what it takes to compete in this series? Go check out World Series of No Prep event page on Facebook for all the details and rules. See you there.
How we looking? Sounding good? Yeah. Well, look, Robert. Oh. Doing shit. What's up, brother? Oh, man, I need my damn glasses. What's up? What's up, Brian? Hey, Abby. Man, I brought an 18-inch tablet out here so I could see the comments better, and I still can't see them. Everybody hear me okay? Everybody see everything good? Hell yeah. Looking like mine's going to be a good time. Not nearly enough. Where you at, Brandon? You gonna come help? I need some wrench holders and stuff. Okay. Man, how's everybody Saturday? Some good racing going on today. Thanks, Mark. Brian, I'm a little worried, man. We got rain out here, and I'm off of my mobile hotspot, which is better than nothing. But hopefully, in the next month or two, I can get internet brought out here. Then it won't be an issue at all. But yeah, we're making some good progress today. Working on fuel and spark, getting all my stuff together. What's up, Joe? Marty, what's up, Bubba? How you doing? So, got my ICT billet brackets, my Holly Smart coils. You know, nothing too crazy there. Just follow the directions. Don't do the typical guy thing like I did. Not pay attention that there's a bracket, then a spacer, then everything else is a coil and spacer, coil spacer. So they're smarter than I am, because they have one bracket that's 1.25 inches, and the rest of them are 1.42 inches. So you go bracket 1.25, coil 1.42, coil 1.42. When I put it together the first time, just being a dummy and assuming stuff, I thought they were all the same size spacers. And then my shit was all whopper jawed, looked like crap, and I was mad for as expensive as this bracket is. But actually, now that I did it right, it mounts everything nicely. I like it. Hey, Sean. I like Zanesville. I've been, I used to live in Morgan County, man. I used to go to school in Morgan County back in the 80s. You know, sometimes I hate to admit stuff, but I was a wayward youth, and I used to fight so much that they kicked me out of Columbus Public Schools, which I guess is saying something. So from like the 3rd to the 6th grade, I lived in Morgan County with my uncle, and yeah, So it wasn't there for good reason, but I do love the country down there. If there was money down there, I'd live down there. Not that I have any money, but yep, I've heard of AJ. Yep, good. I'm rusty as hell. Maybe you come over here and teach me some refresher TIG welding stuff sometime soon. So I just figured we'd not fancy, just building for the future, trying to not buy stuff 5 times. John, so like I had this old Holly 12-1800 fuel pump, which these are awesome. It's an awesome pump. It's good for 1,400 horsepower on ethanol, but that's probably right about where I should end up being at, and I don't want to be on the ragged edge of that pump. So this one's 200 gallons an hour, if I remember correctly. This Aeromotive is 600 gallons an hour, so I should never outgrow this. I don't even live in the lifestyle of this pump. I just figure I won't work it hard, so it'll be good. It's cool technology with this is, you get your power and your ground, but then it's got this sense wire, so it makes fuel on demand. Hook it up to the Dominator, they talk to each other, and as you need it, need more fuel, it gives more fuel, and as you don't, it decreases. I'm not that familiar with that, but I like that feature. Hell yeah, Sean, that'd be awesome. What's up, Edward? How you doing, buddy? Man, I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it sucks here in Columbus. I know people are down at Thornhill and the weather looks great, and they're up at Milan and the weather looks great, but here in Central Ohio, it's kind of poopy. I should have unpacked these already. Nobody needs to see how to unpack a box, right? I'm still new to this whole YouTube thing, so just bear with me. How much time you got left to your Milan, Duncan? No rain in Dayton. That's good. Oh, yes. Ugh, 99 today. You can keep that, buddy. So they come with these screw nuts that are knurled on the end and lock washers, which work just fine. But I happen to have nut and bolt bends. And you don't have to measure these either. I mean, back to the spacer thing real quick. It's a noticeable, it's a noticeable difference. So the first two you use are the shorter ones. But I like Nylock, and these are just 1/4-20 bolts that they provide. So I got rid of the lock washers and the knurled washers. I don't want to worry about anything vibrating loose. And I don't know if it's better or not, whatever. But I just put a regular flat washer on there for me. And your bolts go through the first coil. These are right and left brackets to make sure you can put the bracket will fit on improperly. But when you stick the next coil on there, you're not going to be able to get to those bolts. So make sure you put it on properly with the leg pointing to the outside of your packs. You can see here, if you can, yeah, there you go. The flanges turn to the outside. Dan, yes, that vibration life is real. I don't want no part of anything coming loose if I can help it. I like nylocks over lock washers, and thing is, just to back up for a second. So these can still turn, and they can dig in the metal, and they can loosen themselves up. I mean, odds are 1,000,000 to 1. I absolutely agree. But on the nylock, the odds of this thing vibrating loose because of that nylon insert in the end there is like a gajillion to 1. So for me, for an extra 27 cents or whatever, I'd much rather use the nylocks. So we got the, especially on fuel or spark, I definitely don't want any of that stuff rattling loose. So like I said, shorter ones first, and then you just rinse and repeat. I mean, they did a good job of making this simple. There's no rocket science to it. They didn't sponsor me or give me anything or anything like that. Just what I bought. So, ICT billet 551588 remote coil bracket for Holly smart coils. Pretty well thought out, pretty simple to use. If a dummy like me can do it easily, so can anybody else. So just do that. Throw 2 more flat washers on there. Put my nylocks on. And then tighten her together. Sandwiches everything together, tightens it all up nice and squares it all up. Yeah, Edward. Well, I got the worst luck, man. You know what I mean? So if I don't do stuff like this, it's going to be a problem for sure. You want to see the build and how I slapped it together? Bring me on. Yeah. Give me just a second here. My game plan is, and I have both of these together. I know it's no rocket sciencey stuff, but like I made that stupid spacer mistake, so maybe it saves somebody a 2-minute headache. Plus, maybe you're on the road bored or sitting at home. I know a lot of people are going to Milan and Thornhill. I think there's somewhere else today. Oh, Indiana. Damn it. Oh, Hoosier No Prep series, I think, in Indiana. So I know a lot of people are traveling all over today. Up and out of the way. Easy to service, maintain. Nothing too bad or crazy. Help keep them away from the heat a little bit. And that way also I can run all my wires down behind and up underneath. You don't have to worry about putting not any coils or anything goofy or the wires laying on top of the manifolds or anything goofy. And, get those all in from underneath. Hopefully, not have issues there with heat. What I'll do is I'll just drill a hole, bring a nut through the backside, take a eye lock, and lock it down. I'll have a longer nut, so this gives me studs when I use them to permanent studs. I'm going to nut skirt them, but I don't worry about vibration or anything goofy working nut skirt loose or out. Nut skirts are great, but they ain't sometimes. Even if you put them in nice to have all the way tools, sometimes they still will work themselves loose, wiggle and do goofy stuff. So I'd rather just take a bolt, another nylon, flat washer. So I'll do a bolt, flat washer, not flat washer, nylon, flat washer, bracket, flat washer, nylon. Extremely overly redundant, but will never fall off. So that's the game plan for these guys today. We're going to get those up there. And I can measure for all my wires. And then Fire Core make those for us. And the Fire Core will custom make everything. Wrap them in the heat shielding with good boots and all that crap and stuff. I just don't have to worry about anything quality or performance or anything that lasts a long time. I know tons of people who've had them for years, and they just don't have them on and off a million times before you have any issues with them. They can last forever, but they damn sure try to. The other thing I'm doing today is mapping out my fuel system. I'm reusing my filters from the Holly because they'll work with this fuel pump. But I got to run. I used to have -12 running from the fuel cell to the Holly pump and then 10. But now I got to go 12 to the pump and 12 out to a splitter. And then I'll go 10 into the fuel rails, and then a 10 out for the return. Oh yeah, John, get out there and work on it, man. I'm really busting ass trying to get this thing done for Uncaged. I've taken a bunch of PTO time. That way I've taken every Friday off in between now and then so I can have 3-day weekends to just slam on this thing and get big projects done. And then in the evenings throughout the week, do just a bunch of small stuff, hopefully. And hopefully that works out well. Really don't have a ton to do. I just need to A, stay away from races, and B, get out here and get my ass to work. And there's not much left on the fabrication. I'm going to try and get the transmission in today. I got to go to Home Depot or Lowe's or Menards because I got to get some longer bolts, but I got to research online and find some rubber insulators for this. These things are loud as hell. And if you put rubber insulators in between the fuel pump and the frame, it just makes a world of difference. Ideally, what I'd like to find is something that's like a rubber insulator with a gap and then a flange. So that way it fits through the frame. And you've got your rubber insulator on one side and a rubber washer on the other. And that helps tremendously because now your washer and your bolt from the other side aren't mounted on the frame as well, causing vibration noises and driving you nuts. So Lowe's has them. Yep, good. I'll have to go find some or find just 2 pieces that are not ridiculously thick and sandwich the frame or something, but I forgot to order them is the truth of the matter. So now I need them today, but I'm sure I'll find some. John, that's the same problem everybody has, buddy. I never have, well, A, I never have money, but when I do have money, I don't have time. And when I do have money, I don't have much. That's why this thing's taken 4.5 years to get to this point. Buying parts. I mean, I could have went a different direction and just built it just good enough to get it out there, but I really am trying to build this for future upgrades, whatever those may be. Yesterday I went through and mapped out a bunch of stuff. Fuel system, mapping out all the stuff for the turbo, for the feed and the drain, and got to put the water pump up there this weekend and get the radiator in places so I can calculate all my lines and whatever I don't have in hose and lines, get a list for, so I can get that ordered Monday. And then a lot of stupid little things to just kill time, like want to put my puke tank in the back here, but I haven't thought of a way that I like to vent it yet. But I think what I'm going to do is, end up doing is making the tank vent come out of the quarter panel somehow, some way, or maybe up out of here. I'll get that figured out today, and today's mostly throwing a bunch of stuff on this thing and getting a list for the next round of shit I need to order. No. Yep, Dan. So Gamble and Myers are first pair down. I have a few people. Thanks, Jeff. Got a few people trying to lock in for the second spot, but Cody and Sean are the only two that sent me lock-in money on it, so they're the only two that are officially locked in. No, I got this Messier electric pump. Mount that bad boy here-ish. Got a small radiator that go right through. But got this small dude right here. Too fancy. Not too crazy or overly sophisticated. And just pull the engine, have the have these for the block. So we'll just do A infinities on everything and make it nice and snazzy. But basically bolting a bunch of stuff on, a little bit of welding, a lot of tape measuring and list making today. So I can call our supplier and order up a bunch of hose and fittings and stuff. Anybody's got any ideas on that puke tank going in the rear here? Let me know. Really like it to not be a huge project, but it's kind of, I don't mind cutting the structure away or anything. It'd be kind of cool to have the vent like here. and then shape it to match that profile. Or on the other side, and just make it smallish, tight to fit, inside that area on either side. So if anybody's seen anything like that or anything, I don't know, overcomplicating it, I know this, but I just like it there. I like the idea of it being there because it's different, and I like different and cool stuff. To me, it's cool. Maybe somebody else is like, this is the stupidest shit ever, but I think it'd be cool. I did think about the gas door. Thanks, Dustin. Doors, stock. I cannot stand anything that is on the market now that's fiberglass. I wish somebody made a nice roll-up window for these. I'm teardropping for the radius of that corner. Yeah, yeah. See, yeah, that's about where I'm at with it, too, Sean. Gas door. Sorry. Well, anyhow, I'll talk about that too. I wish somebody would make nice lightweight doors for these because those things are freaking. My God, they're so heavy. But I think Featherlight is the only ones who make them, and for something that even be street driven a little bit, and they just don't look like anything I have in my vehicle. Can't roll the windows down. You lose about, I don't know, it looks like you lose about 30% of the viewing area. That big thick ass flange they put on there. But so I'm just getting the stock doors as much as I can, and I'll just rivet in aluminum panels or something to replace the structure. Still going to keep the roll up windows in it. The windshield's about done. Really isn't much left on that. Just need to take it out for one final time and run the weather strip around it on the inside there, and then put all the screws in it. But until I put my dash in, I'm not doing that because I might need to take that back out and make life easier for putting the dash in. This bad boy, go in there. I'll probably try to start on that tomorrow because I need to start knowing where my electronics is going to live inside. Got the ECU. I got to get the dash holes mounted in that thing. Sorry, I got to take a drink. I'm dying here without the shop fan on. So yeah, I gotta figure out where the ECU is going to live and that kind of stuff. But the dash has to go in first, so probably start on that tomorrow. But there's the basic updates. Kicked a lot of ass yesterday on a lot of little stupid shit that I don't know. Sometimes it's discouraging because you'll come out here and you'll look at stuff for hours, and you'll make a list and you'll try to decide how to do stuff. Like I was laying underneath the car yesterday with these three things for like an hour, trying to figure out where I'd like for them to be. Several places I could put them just quick and easy, but I like it to be tucked away and somewhat clean looking and out of the way. And you got to think about rotating parts or this or that might, might screw some shit up. So try to just have some forethought But I think I got all that part ready to go. Next weekend I'll start packing. Like I said, then I'll do a bunch of small shit throughout the weekend, update you guys. Next weekend's main challenge for a big project is, because hopefully I have the parts by then. This is a new ride height sensor for the front. I bought 1/2 inch by 8 inch travel from Low Dollar, which shameless plug we're a dealer for. But that was before we decided to go long travel. So now it's long travel. That didn't even dawn on me till I went to put the sensors on yesterday. But one evening this week, that I got to put new sensors. I got to get the 1 inch by 12 inch travel now, because that's what we have is 11.5 inches of travel in the front here. Then we had to re-engineer what we were doing for mounts, because that's bigger, and this is definitely a tighter little area here. So hopefully we'll get those sensors in for next weekend. We'll get that done. Just trying to knock off the list, man. You know, a big old punch list of stuff to do. So get my ass busy on it. Have some fun in the meantime. So all you guys and gals have a great weekend. Any questions, just ask them in here, and I'll get to them either way, Facebook or YouTube. But I'm gonna get my butt back to work, and I can't work with this thing on. I feel like you guys are company over here, and I gotta keep you entertained, and that don't get work done. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you.